Okay. Look, Miss Appiah, Kubi, when you have your time, say yours. You can't gaggle me. Every time, be careful. I would never. Just know that you and I are different.
Minu mama na wase na mema wakwa aba ensem bi ekoso ewo Ghana politics mu amedwen ho ya na meti ase separate bi ewo ban mu na se ne nkrofo di boni a ye hu da until says our political party no bi fla ban mu ansana nsamone anase boni a omudi ye no aba bedadi ama ye yina yehu Ken Ofori-Atta ye yina ye nim se we former minister of state what ya sisi enye Ghana mamu ha na owo na according to Attorney General no nsem binum ekoso emra na odo abamu a antwaye azisia no omuhia no se omra na omeyi nsem bi ano but sata muna na adodan kokufo ado ewo ho no adenti na ye hu se inuma bi a enye ekoso se ne be ye be yi no ade afiri ho ewo se some of the NPP MPs no eba be kan se na adodan kokufo ado onyi no emfiri but na ado wantie okoso a ema Ken Ofori-Atta etna ho aka be esa busumi nsia ama yakwakoto aba no na oyi Ken Ofori-Atta ede no efiro ha wode nipa hofro eba sisi ya no Attorney General ohwehwe Ken Ofori-Atta ama na baba yi nsem bia no basisi ya Ken Ofori-Atta oni Ghana memu ha na se achire se party no fira baamu na se yehu se dream bi akoso na ye hwehwe sa nipa no ama na baba yi nsem bi anu a kame ye se na party members no so omo defend sa nipa no mo ba besom oman Ghana nanso ye mammo konya na kire se Ghana japade na allegedly na na mo from ede afa menu abanta bi ekoso between lawyer Kpebu na honorable Appiah Kubi na sansem na ekoso no lawyer Kpebu edum bi na so wo kan nsem a me ameti ya na mene no enya adwin because of the way ya oboda na dodan kokufo adu din da bia na wo kan nsem bia enye ede fa na ado ho no me kan sia na no kire se me NPP ni yes we have to be fair edum bia wo ye inyoma too much na bad ati ase enu tina mama yeka se ne nsem binum ewo ha mene no enya adwen but sansem mo ya lawyer Kpebu all kind mene no eya adwen 100% adenti na Ken Ofori-Atta wo ye minister of state na wo fra ban mu na se yese bra na be yi nsem bi anu a odwane akwakosie ba bi onuma wo nim se wodi bone enu tina on pese obeba na menua na lawyer Appiah Kubi nso o defend sansem bi na se mo o defend ya mana kwakosi sei yenkona yekohe video no de ekoso ewo TV3 program yi eso na ansana no yebra da bi ono so ye journalist ewo kumase o kan nsem bi e de fa na adodan kokufo ado ne Ken Ofori-Atta ehuna na asem ya okay na ebinum ebisa se wo gidi se na adodan kokufo ado e na wo kan asa nsem no ana wo ye de papa yi okay ya na yenkona ye hwe ni video no ye wi a kire wadwe comment section se de all kan wo gidi ana se ono akasa na obo na dream aka bibi keke ye wi am be lawyer Kpebu mu video no so ebeto wo so a wo hwe ewiara ko comment section wona wa kire wadwe na bo me bibiara aye kama mame na wase yenkona hwe video no unya subscribe yes ra mesro se obe subscribe me da wase
Mama kase na nado won fa na no 2 million ade ono kwa wadwa ke no na pota na nado say if your man akonya say on reverse that appointment in 2017
Enkrofo kan wo te ni say
we nu no
enkrofo kan wo te ni say
na nado we nu no
ofo se kasa na
enkrofo Ken Ofori-Atta we nu no buta
kwesu ye sure
in fact I'm telling you me sure in fact I call Washington last year just say ye kira ye njana man mboken
ko bobon
ye njana na do man mboken so be kaya na sister bi ba say
adoji edwa
say we can boot I'm telling you na sister bi ba so bi ba say na nado akata jo mama say
on hwe na
any 2-3 hours no na do so on catch in church of Mahama so be kaya there's a story that came there is weeks ago said na nado akata jo mama say nunu na nti oba onya bo chama na de o issue statement so I'm saying nado obey former president who say we issue statement that o issue statement say hey one kai get to Mahama sana bibi wo say o share no Washington and you cannot free attack Japan open up no boy open up no
kwesi menkaso wa nhia no na me de menyi ni so
say open up no
kwesi menkaso wa nhia
no be say before no who don't want be say before no
kwesi menyi ni so
it's Ronaldo in fact
na na enkrofo kan no mfo say dey
menim say I don't know but me can but me say Ronaldo no no the Ghana for na da hawo nyina Ken Ofori-Atta mo fa nche no wate no nu no
mo nyi hye no o yi hye Ken Ofori-Atta nko ya yimu bi nso ya nyi ewusia aha he na
now let me just quickly add say mumbisa na nado asemo ka kire eye andi Appiah Kubi abro hia no because I'm making the point to you that nanado nu no ho to appoint Ofori-Atta as the finance minister. It is a reverse now. And go appoint Kpebu. It's say mu wan de Appiah mu bisa no. Say den na another kachire no. Abra omuhia na another on wuntumi case no. Amudi nkomo no wie no. Asem nan and another kachire no and Appiah Kubi. You know ebesi ho.
Obviously, Ken has brought this upon himself, right? By absconding, what he's done is that he's opened himself. Yes, so he's opened himself to so much opprobrium. People would, throw all manner of abuses, etc. at him. Because once he was finance minister, he ensured that the current governor of the Bank of Ghana, Isiama, Raymond Amanfo, etc., were prosecuted over the banking sector debacle. Yes, Ofori-Atta. Ofori-Atta, I'm saying, yes, it's him. It's him. Everything shows. It's him. Even there is a tape.
Even there are two forcing prosecution.
Yes.
Those of us who were close to the case believe that he was a mastermind.
Not just believe.
Yes.
Okay. Listen. Mr. Bosu, you've forgotten that Godfrey Dami admitted it on the tape. He said Ofori-Atta and Akufo-Addo were on his neck to make sure that Atuforsin is prosecuted and convicted so that there will be a rerun. So that is what Ken... Exactly. So he brought... He who lives by the sword would die by the sword. He caused this. He caused this.
Confessed, and we had evidence to that effect. He should have been removed from office.
Yes. But the tape was played here.
No.
The tape was played in court.
I am not saying that it was right, but upon such information, if it had reached the president, you should have removed him.
By national security fees, the president. Yes, that's what we're saying. But the president was very happy with Godfrey Dami. Godfrey Dami is his beloved, this is son. That is what this Akufo-Addo likes. Also, can say Tiwa, Yechiro Kakrebi. Akufo-Addo likes violence. He said Tiwa. He said it. He said Tiwa violence. Yechiro Kakrebi. Has he ever apologized for it?
You were making the point before.
He said Tiwa violence. Yechiro Kakrebi. It's all Akufo-Addo who said it. You can Google it. When the violence, the by-election,
I don't want you to digress. You were making the point.
Yes, and so Appiah Kubi's point is that if Akufo-Addo had heard about the tape was admitted in evidence in court, where Godfrey Dami said Akufo-Addo and Ofori-Atta were on his neck to ensure that Atuforsin would be prosecuted and convicted so that there will be a by-election. And that's a parliament that had a 138, and then Isiama, the Fomena MP, had to work with the MPP. Then they got a very small, minuscule majority, right? So if there had been that by-election, then they would do a lot of machinations to get that seat too, right? So that is the record that Ofori-Atta has built for himself. So because he knows he's done a lot of wrong, that is why he's afraid. That's why. Look at the banking licenses. Apart from, look at the untold hardships. Look at how he ran down state insurance, SIC. A lot of the businesses from SIC were hived off and given to his insurance company, Enterprise. Enterprise Insurance, state insurance, they were crying. They would see you and say, cancel. All the businesses were now being diverted from state insurance to Enterprise. We borrow, then Ofori-Atta's company makes money. The bonds. Ghana borrows, then Ofori-Atta's company makes money. So that's Akufo-Addo and his family becoming rich. That is the legacy he left behind. Please, I'm saying it. Okay. Look, Ms. Appiah Kubi, when you have your time, say yours. You can't gaggle me. Every time, be careful. I would never. Just know that you and I are different.
Okay, hold on.
Stop. Every time you want to moderate.
Hold on.
No, I'm not. No, I just want you to know that he can never change me.
Make your point.
No, he's not coming. I just want you to know that he can never change me. You are called Appiah Kubi. I'm called Kpebu. The two names are the same.
Hold on.
Yes, but not when I'm making my point.
Make your point.
No, there's nothing. Yes, so I'm saying Ghana borrows, then Data Bank make their cut. Ghana borrows, then Data Bank makes their cut, the bonds. So there was an incentive to keep borrowing, no matter how the money was used. Yeah. And then in no time, we became debt-ridden. So these are the things that are driving his fears. He knows the mess he created. Look at the bonds, the haircuts. Look at the pensioners who died. Look at Kama, Dr. Ejekum. Ejekum was crying, Kama Health, etc. Look at the people who died. So he is scared because of his own negative legacy, not what anybody will do. That Kpebu song, maybe we should play it. Oh, the boy, nobody, you know it, right? Nobody do. Running away, nobody do. So he knows what he's done. He knows what he's done. That's why he's running away. Please don't put this on any other person. Look, we live in Ghana. Some months ago, when the state took Appiah, very vituperous in his utterances, he would insult everybody. Yet, when the law, the way they treated him was against law, I stood up. Domlevo also stood up. Look at Domlevo. Very good. So that is it. That's our society. And yes. So where is Ofori-Atta's fear? Let's start this in. A year ago, when Ofori-Atta left, at that time, I didn't know he was deceiving us, and I didn't know Kisei Jabin saw him leave. If you play back the tape, I was against the OSP for what they were doing, because I said, the man informed the state agencies that he's going for medical checkup. What's your business with this? Check. Let's play back. You see how I defended Ofori-Atta. So I think if today Ofori-Atta comes back and the state keeps him beyond 48 hours, I'll not talk for Ofori-Atta. I'll do that. I stood up for Abronye. Meanwhile, we all know how Abronye, people were calling me on that side. Abronye is insulting IGP. He's insulted President Mahama. All that. And you see, Kwachi Fusuivi minister, you see, he didn't even, you see, he risked his position because the party works will say.
I publicly disagreed with the judge and demanded his immediate release.
Exactly. Yes, I think we're here.
We rein in excesses by security agencies.
Thank you. So our society is changed. So me talking today, if Ofori-Atta were to come today and were to keep him, even we don't have to wait for a 48 hours to elapse. So in the Kpebu number 4, verse Attorney General number 4, so for Kufu's valedictory judgment, what she said and what the Supreme Court unanimously, that the moment it becomes clear to you that you don't want to admit the person to bail within the 48 hours, start going to the court. Don't wait. The law is not that wait for 48 hours to expire. So if Ofori-Atta, this is the promise, the pledge I'm making. Ofori-Atta comes, look, from the first hour, and this is how it shows you how our democracy is growing. We would be here, Facebook, TV3, monitoring. Yes, OSP, are you admitting him to bail? If you are not, what steps are you taking? Are we going to court? We will make sure that Ofori-Atta would enter court before the 48 hours if they will not admit him to bail. Ghana is changed. I mean, how? I can't come and sit here and say because of the things he's done, they should keep him. No. So this is fears. They are unfounded if they are based on what others will do. Rather, I think it is the negative legacy he has built, the way he's enriched his family at the expense of the state. That is what is haunting him. That is what is haunting him. He now knows that Atuforsen occupies his seat. The Atuforsen, he's on tape to have told Godfrey Dami said on tape that he, Ofori-Atta, was saying that he should pursue Atuforsen by hook or by crook, etc. That is what is haunting him. The bonds, the Ken bonds, Franklin Templeton, the Ghana boroughs, then the Ekufuado's family makes money. That is what is killing him. Not Ghanaians. We would not do anything like that. So he should come and face the music.